All right, everyone, welcome back. So today we're diving into a question a lot of you are probably wrestling with right now. iPhone 16 upgrade or stick with what you've got?
The million-dollar question, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we're lucky to have your expertise here today. We're basing this deep dive on an article sent in by a listener titled, "The iPhone 16, Is It Time to Upgrade?" It seems like Apple's latest release has everyone buzzing, but is it all hype?
That's what we're here to uncover.
Exactly. So the article jumps right into the upgrades, and the first thing that caught my eye, the camera. They're talking a 48-megapixel ultra-wide lens on this thing.
Yeah, they're really pushing the camera tech this time around. And honestly, if you're coming from an older iPhone, pre-iPhone 15, let's say, that's going to be a significant jump in quality.
Right, those panoramic shots just got a whole lot clearer. But what about for someone who's already got, say, an iPhone 15 Pro? Is this upgrade enough to justify the cost?
That's a good question. I mean, those extra megapixels are nice, don't get me wrong, but are they going to revolutionize your average Instagram post? Probably not. The new camera interface, though, that could be a game changer.
Ah, yeah, the article mentioned a redesign there.
It can make a world of difference. Having an intuitive layout that makes taking amazing photos easier, that's something everyone can appreciate.
Absolutely. Now, another big one for me, battery life. The article hinted at some improvements there.
Oh, yeah, gotta love that. No more desperately searching for a charger in the middle of the day. Seriously. But, looking at these hardware upgrades, they're good. Don't get me wrong, but they're not exactly mind-blowing. It feels more like Apple's refining what's already there rather than reinventing the wheel.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's not the giant leap forward we've seen in the past. It's more like they're perfecting the existing technology.
Which brings us to the real story here, Apple Intelligence.
Now, this is interesting.
Right. This whole AI integration seems like a much bigger deal than a slightly better camera or longer battery life.
Absolutely. The article touches on it, this idea of Apple Intelligence personalizing your phone, making it anticipate your needs. And that's the future right there.
It's like having a personal assistant in your pocket.
Precisely.
But hold on, didn't the article mention something about this rollout not being, universal? Ah, yes, that's the catch. The EU and China, they're looking at delays mid-2025, if I remember correctly, so that's something to consider. How important are those cutting-edge AI features to you?
Right. If you're in one of those regions, are you willing to wait?
Exactly. And even beyond the delays, it makes you wonder, are these features going to be as good as promised right out of the gate, or is it going to take some time for them to really hit their stride?
Okay, so putting aside the tech specs for a moment, the article also got into the financial side of things, trade-in deals, installment plans, all that jazz.
Right, because those always factor in.
Big time.
And honestly, this is where you have to be careful. It's easy to get swept up in the marketing, They want to make upgrading seem like a no-brainer. But before you jump on that, take a look at what they're offering for your current phone. Do your research. You might get a better deal selling it independently. And those monthly installments, they can be tempting, but crunch the numbers, make sure it actually aligns with your budget.
Such good advice. Okay, so to wrap this up for our listeners out there, what's the bottom line? Is the iPhone 16 a must-have, or should you sit tight?
Honestly, it comes down to you. If you've got an older iPhone and you're craving that hardware boost, maybe the 16 makes sense. But if you're on the fence, remember, sometimes the best upgrade is waiting for something truly revolutionary. And who knows, maybe those AI delays give the competition time to catch up, make things even more interesting.
It's a dynamic market, that's for sure. And speaking of dynamics, that global divide in technology access the article highlighted, with these AI delays impacting certain regions more than others, that's something to think about. It makes you wonder, how will this all play out in the coming years? Something to ponder, right?
Absolutely. It's a whole other layer to this upgrade debate.
It is. And with that, we'll leave you to ponder those big questions. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and a big thanks to you for your insights.
My pleasure. Always fun to dive into these topics.
Until next time.